Hey guys, Kelly here. So this is my very first time making a YouTube video, like my first makeup tutorial video. So I put a tiny bit of makeup on, just a little bit, but I want to go through the process of how I usually start my day, and I usually do wear makeup every single day. Like even if I'm kind of staying home with my husband, I feel like I gotta look good for him, just to show that I take initiative and care how I look. Some days I'll be like, but I still put a tiny bit of makeup. But I want to try this process with you guys and just see if this might help you guys, might learn or something. Like I said, first time, so I don't know. It might or might not help, but who knows, I'm just going to try it out and see what you guys think. So the first thing I always do every morning and every night, I wash my face. You have to rinse all your pores out. So I use this deep cleansing oil, which it's so awesome. Because you know why? Because it really opens up your pores and makes your skin look so smooth. And it's by DHC. This is the company, even my grandmother, she uses this too every day for her face. And everyone always compliments her saying, how you look, she's like 80 something years old and she still looks amazing. And everyone asks her like, why does your skin look so perfect? And then she says, I use DHC. And I also use this DHC. It's like a acne cleansing, help get rid of bumps. You gotta get rid of those little bumps, Gotta get that smooth face. And also, the last thing I use is just like a cleansing, wash your face, with soap and stuff. So the first thing I use every time to moisturize my face is this e.l.f., I kind of just spray it on there just to moisturize your face, It helps brighten and also just like moisturize your face, And then I use e.l.f. It's like a blue, it says blue light, but I guess it's supposed to brighten your face, So I also use this on top of that moisturizer. And then I kind of just like let it sit, or you can rub it around, whatever you choose to do. And then I use a big primer. It's like to brighten your skin. It's by the same company, I know. I use the DHC because they're like the top of the program, I guess. But yeah, my grandmother, she recommended me to use this. It's actually supposed to help brighten your skin and tighten your skin. So I just put still a little bit on here, It's supposed to really like shine your skin too, It's supposed to like brighten your skin too. So you want to make sure you put a lot on. So yeah. But yeah. And then the next thing I use is this, like this, the little blush, It's supposed to help, brighten, kind of smooth your skin too, a little bit. Like, it's supposed to kind of help with your bright skin. It's like a little primer. So what I use for blush, you guys can use whatever blush you guys feel like, but there's different types. So I just use the normal L'Oreal blush. Kind of use this. Okay, so I don't use blush every single time, but if I'm going out with friends or seeing my family or going to a special event like a wedding or like a special party or something, then yes, I do use that because it actually, just kind of gives you that contour in your face, Just, it makes you look perfect. And if you want to look good for your man or for your loved ones, it's like, you just gotta look perfect, You don't want to overdo it, You don't want to look like a clown. You don't want to put way too much makeup like you see people always like, ooh, it just don't look good. I personally, I only put a lot of makeup if I'm really at a event, like say for a wedding or funeral or like any type of special big event, I do put a whole lot of makeup. But if I'm going out with friends, just chilling out or being with my husband, just have like a chill free day at the home, you know, free from work, then I usually I put just a little bit of makeup, but I still want to look good for my man, you know. I know you guys want to look good for your man. Your loved ones, just like, you know, just to be like, show that, hey, I want to show that, hey, you want to show them off, you know? You want to show off, like, look what he got you, like he got you, you know? So the next thing I use, now this is kind of for my eyeshadow, but it's not really eyeshadow, it's like a little primer, you know, like a little primer. I don't put a whole lot. My best friend gave me this eyeshadow, but I use it every single time. Now you don't want to smudge it. I put a tiny bit on there, tiny bit. Just a tiny bit above my eyebrows. Like not above it, but like kind of underneath, but not too much, not too much. You don't want to like, cause you gonna wait that for later. And then I got eyebrows, you know. I usually don't use eyebrow makeup, cause I just feel like it makes my eyebrows look like black and just look dark. It just looks terrible. But it's up to you. Like I said, this is my first time doing this. I'm teaching you, like, this is just the process how I put my makeup on. So you guys probably have it way different than I do, which how to add it. Like, that's okay. But the next thing I usually do after that, so usually I always put mascara on sometimes before my eyeshadow, but then sometimes I put eyeshadow before my mascara. Usually what I usually do, I kind of put eyeshadow, just a tiny bit of eyeshadow on before my mascara. So yeah, so I'm just gonna put like a tiny little touch of eyeshadow. Not a whole lot, because I don't want to just be too much, you know. But like I said, I put a whole lot of makeup if I'm actually going to like an event or something, like where they know it's just really like a special big party, like a family gathering, like a big family gathering, like something like that. And I know my mom always criticizes me. Every time I see her, she's probably like, Callie, you put way too much makeup on. Why did you put too much makeup on? Or you didn't put enough makeup on. Which I said, I don't know why. I guess I try sometimes, but she's cool. I love her. She knows what's best though. She knows fashion, that's for sure. But, and then the next thing I usually do, I put mascara on. Now, you guys pick whichever mascara. I usually like the big bold, you know, volumized, like I can't even pronounce that right, but volumized mascara, you know, to make your eyebrows pop, you know, make your eyes go woo, like very, very cute and sexy. Definitely want to attract your man with your eyes, because, you know, they're going to be looking at your eyes, too. And then now I put tiny bit of, like, eyeshadow underneath my eyes, like, tiny bit. Like, I just don't want to make it look like I have a black eye, you know, just look like I have someone, but just a tiny bit of eyeshadow underneath, but not too much that you really do look like a black eye, but just a good amount, you know. Just, you know, don't want to look too bad. Now, it's up to you guys. If you want to put mascara underneath, too, I put a tiny bit. I don't put like a whole lot, because I'll just probably mess that up. I don't want to mess up in front of you guys the very first time I'm doing this. But yeah, this is just like my basic makeup process, and plus with the finale, you gotta do something with your lips. Lip balm, lipstick, whichever. I sometimes kind of use this a little bit to make my lip look more shiny, you know. and forgive my lips. I was born with a cleft lip, so I don't really have much of a lip, but that's why I have a scar on my face. You guys might not have seen it, but I'm okay talking about it. But I was just born with a cleft lip palate. But it's okay though, but still, this is just how I do my makeup. So if you guys like it, learn it, or just want to click on it and see me doing this, hey, I'll give you guys a thumbs up and a clap and applause for you guys. Because this is my first time. I was like very nervous because I've never done this before. But I hope you guys like this video. So hopefully I'll see you guys next time. And hopefully you guys can maybe give me some ideas or just other tips, and I'll do them. So I just want to say thank you guys for seeing my video, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Bye.